Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. I hope that you guys are having a good end of your summer. And what I call the second new year is about to start. All the people starting to send off the children back to school. And you're starting up the second part of the year to finish off. Hopefully, everything is going well for you. So today, I decided to jump back on Indeed and see what's available. And just scrolling through, I found a couple good opportunities here, but one came to my mind as scrolling down. I just typed in business development representative, entry level, and just scrolling down. And what I like to tell you guys or how I finish my vlogs is I often refer you guys to take course careers, technology sales. And I jump into that at the end of the vlog, like right there. I'm just scrolling down, and course careers says that the average pay for someone that is working in a business development or technology sales role is about 70K. So that's the start. And I'm scrolling down and I see that. So that is lining up. And sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's more than 70K. A lot of the times it's more. I had to scroll, and I found this opportunity. Senior Business Development Representative at Comcast. Comcast is a well-known broadcast provider. And they have a lot of opportunities here. So I went to their page, and their page on Indeed. A lot of companies have their own individual page that talks mostly just about only their company and their opportunities. And they have right now 1,693 jobs across the United States. That's a lot of opportunity right there. So if anybody tells you that the job market is slow and you can't find a job, you can find a job. There's lots of companies hiring, a lot of good, reputable names out there. And I try to only bring you the names of companies that are well known and that you recognize, the Googles, the Adobe's, the whatever it is, Comcasts of the world, the Amazons of the world, and to show you there, because I guess you would say that they're the aspirational companies, right? But and it makes it easier for when I blog and I show you these opportunities and you're like, yeah, I recognize. If I show you another name, then you're just going to be like, well, who is that? I don't know who that is, but there's more opportunities with the smaller companies, but I have to show you the bigger name companies just for the catchiness of the thumbnail or the title, whatever. So anyway, so here's a big name company, Comcast. They have, like I said, almost 1,700 jobs across the country right now, at least on their Indeed page. And out of those jobs, in just the title business development representative across the United States, they have 171 positions that they're trying to fill in almost every place across the United States or all the states. And one of them, like I said, I started with the senior business development rep, but I wanted to go down the rabbit hole and try to see what's more in the entry level so you can get yourself into a company like this. And Comcast is an advertising type company, but it's a technology company. Yeah. So I went further down the rabbit hole, trying to find you entry level positions, as I do several times a week. So I found that they are looking for business development reps in, like I said, 171 different positions. So right here we have, and I just chose this one. You can see Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Berlin, Connecticut, Trenton, New Jersey, and it goes on and on with these positions. And they're all over the United States, like I said. So I just grabbed one and I'm going to go over and review this position with you. So business development representative, because a lot of them read the same. Business development representative, Comcast. Okay. You are sales driven, eager to manage your own funnel of business to business sales. Do you like to be in control of your income, drive sales? Comcast Xfinity is hiring experienced business development representative to grow our business accounts in your area. And we're going to get into what their definition of experience is. This is a great opportunity to train, learn, and grow and build your own portfolio of customers. This job is currently remote, but as business and guidelines are lifted, it will be an in-person, face-to-face business development role. This description here is an old pandemic description. So whoever wrote this just basically copied and pasted. This was posted 2 days ago, and they still have the whole pandemic thing saying it's remote, but as restrictions are lifted. Restrictions have been lifted for a year now or plus. But anyways, so it's remote. What we do, Comcast Business, and just to back it up a little bit, as the news is right now, the end of August 2023, the news is that there's a new variant out of Canada, right? That is coming, and they're going to start implementing stuff. And there's this movie studio already in California that wants to have their employees masked. Let's just say that, and they're going to start that ball rolling down. Where I'm not going to get into all of the politics and the conspiracies and all of that stuff, but good old Bill Gates has said that we got to watch out for another one in the next year or two from now. And maybe this is it, who knows, but they're ready for it. So you got to be ready for going fully remote. And for me, I love remote. I've been doing remote work for 20 years. And for me, there's no better way to do it. You have more freedom of time, more time management or balance with your time. It's just, in my opinion, a better way to go. So let's continue. What we do, Comcast Business started in 2007, providing internet, voice, and TV services to small businesses. We get the needs of small businesses because we started as one. We grew from a small startup with just 1,200 subscribers to over 2 million business customers nationwide. Our customers range from small businesses with dreams to grow using a gig speed network for multi-site mid-market businesses that require extra bandwidth and advanced products to the largest companies in the nation with evolving needs, complex networks, and big IT departments to provide it. Your role. The ideal candidate for this role is comfortable making 100 plus calls per day to grow their portfolio of business accounts. So that's something I've hit on before. If you're not comfortable getting on the phone and talking to people you've never spoken to in your life, business development representative, sales development representative, technology sales, all of that, and there's like 10 to 15 different names for the exact same thing almost, it's probably not going to be a good role for you. You have to be able to get out there and meet new people and communicate in a way that's not shy, and you have to go for the business. They are driven by sales and have the entrepreneurial spirit for success. You will advance your territory to include development of local business partnerships and organizational affiliations and local enhancement of Comcast positioning and brand. Our team is responsible for generating monthly sales with small to mid-sized businesses throughout the outbound cold calling and lead generation, playing a key role in the growth and expansion with our product offerings, Comcast Internet, Voice, and Television Services. This is a fun and fast-paced environment where you are accountable for individual results and how those impact your team. All right. Let's get into the money. Awesome compensation package. Base salary ranges from $40,000 to $50,000. Now, don't run scared yet. 40 to 50,000 is your base, depending on your location, experience, and territory. Total target compensation, base plus target compensation, is 100 plus thousand annually. Uncapped commission based on performance. Many of our representatives made over 100,000 annually. Our sales compensation program offers the potential for significant upside above targeted earnings for those who overachieve their sales targets. Great perks and benefits. Competitive salary based on experience. Benefits package effective on day one. Eligible to enroll in medical, dental, vision, 401k available after 90 days, paid training, which is great, from free Comcast Xfinity courtesy service, cable, high-speed internet, so you can cut your bill to zero just by being obviously working there. They're going to give it to you for free at your house, so you don't have to jury-rig something with your neighbor or share a password or anything like that through your neighbor's wall or something like that, or piggyback onto something that you're not supposed to. Paid time off. Paid vacation, flex time, and floating holidays, generous PTO packages after the first 90 days of employment, tuition reimbursement. So if you take a course and it usually has to be related to your job and advancement, potential advancement in the company, they're going to pay for it. Discounts on Comcast Xfinity Voice, on-demand, and personal security services. Now, these are your job responsibilities. Business development representative responsibilities. Maintain quality sales records and preparation of sales activity reports as required. responsible for customer satisfaction and supporting a positive impression of Comcast experience. New acquisition sales of Comcast commercial internet, video, and voice services to small and medium businesses. Generation of new leads with targeted business through various prospecting activities, including cold calling, canvassing, customer referrals, and partner relationships. So you don't know, canvassing is basically going door to door. And so in this case, you might go business to business, find a street that has a bunch of businesses that you want to target. And you go down the street and talk to the owners and try to get them to switch over from their current providers and offices. And you go in those offices and talk to the office manager and whoever's in charge and try to get them to switch over. And that takes balls. You got to be able to go out there and accept rejection right to your face. But anyways, that's just a part of the role. Focus on advanced communication solutions, including PRI, hosted PBX, and multi-location opportunities. Identify improvement areas through consultative process that would enhance our prospects' ability to communicate more effectively, both internally and externally to their customers. Effectively manage a territory with a high activity and comprehensive business plan. Management of defined territory to include development of local business partnerships and organization affiliations and local enhancement of Comcast positioning and brand. So a little bit repetitive there. Team with technical customer service and related support staff to ensure end-to-end customer sales and satisfaction and thereby drive new revenue growth. Consistently maintain a pipeline of qualified prospects that will yield production levels of monthly quota performance and above. And so some people have a rule in the business development world that you should have 3 times your sales goal in pipeline. There's many different rules, right? There's many different standards, I should say. But let's say if you're required to bring in $100,000 a month in new business and the sales cycle is whatever, it takes 3 months to close a client, then you need to have multiples of that times 3, knowing that it's going to be 3 months before you can actually close a client that you talk to today on average. So triple your target. So you need to have 300,000 of potential business that will close in 3 months in the pipeline all the time. That's just not this particular job. I'm just talking about, for example. So you got to be working on that pipeline. Remain knowledgeable of Comcast products and services to facilitate sales efforts. Achieve and exceed assigned sales and business quality objectives. Adherence to all the company standards and business professionalism. Punctual and regular consistent attendance. Other duties and responsibilities as assigned. So let's talk about the education. Job qualifications. High school degree or equivalent. Let me read that again. High school degree or equivalent. Now, this is $100,000 a year job. Generally requires 2 to 5 years of related sales experience. Now, if they expect you to have a high school degree or equivalent, like a GED, that's the equivalent of a high school degree or high school. Man, actually, I just glossed over that. They said a high school degree. Okay, high school degrees are now high school diplomas. Okay, high school diplomas are now degrees. I think that might be a mistake, but it does say high school degree or equivalent. Generally, it requires 2 to 5 years related experience in sales. That's easy to get. So I started working in sales in my 20s. So a lot of people, they don't have sales experience, but they can actually take a course. That's something that you can do in lieu of sales experience. You can take a course in order to get some sales experience that they would definitely value. We're going to get into that in a moment. So this is business development representative, and they have positions paying $100,000 a year all over America, and it's remote at the moment. And it'll probably stay remote because they're still putting the same disclaimer on top from COVID that's been around for years, and they haven't removed it. And this job was posted 2 days ago. So anyways, let's move on to the progression of this position. What do you get after you do this position for a little bit of time? So go back to Indeed's website or Indeed's page or if you go back to Comcast's page on Indeed, you would go to Senior Business Development Representative. Now, this is the natural progression after you do the position a business development representative, which is like an entry level position that pays 100 grand. So it basically reads the same, but it's considered senior and it pays more. So what I did is I just did a little Google search on business development at Comcast. So this is the pay for someone that is just a regular business development representative. We read the base pay on their business development representative position. I think it was 40 to 50 grand. But when you go to the actual reviews of actual employees that work there, it's 55 to 99,000. That's the base. The additional pay is 39,000 to 74,000, making it an average of $126,000 a year, just as the entry level BDR business development role, just as that position. Let's go to senior. It's really important. Like when you're looking for a position, looking for a job, don't just go off of what they suggest on Indeed or one of those websites or even their website. Look at employee reviews through sites like Glassdoor or other sites such as salary.com. It's actually the average pay is $126,000 for this entry level BDR at Comcast. Let's see if I can find a senior position, senior business development representative here. See right here, we've got 105 to 285,000. A position like that. A representative. Let's check this right here. All right. Through the magic of television, those old cooking shows, they would cook up a dish, chop it up, and put it in the oven, wait 30 seconds, pull it back out, and then boom, they had it all cooked up. The bread was risen or whatever, and the turkey was cooked and all that and everything. This thing, I was trying to make a joke. Basically, I was looking for the senior business development associate salary. Very difficult to find. I looked everywhere, but I was able to find a senior business development manager salary, and it was reported a few years back at 153,000 to 178,000 is a comparable pay to what you would get. That's the natural progression when you go from a role of business development representative at Comcast. It's a 6-figure position, and it was about 128,000 when you really dig deep is the average person. And the average person is making that kind of money there at Comcast. And with very little experience, 2 to 5 years of sales experience and a high school diploma or equivalent GED. And if you want to move to the next position, you're going to require a little bit more. But that little bit more is what you're going to get from being a BDR. And after a few years, move into this senior business development position representative after a few years. And as said, the closest salary I could find, senior business development manager, is 153,100 to 178,000 is the last reported salary in 2019. And that was darn near pretty much 4 years ago. So it's probably gone up since then. That would be a natural progression of a career at Comcast for somebody that has very little sales experience and wants to jump into a 6-figure salary with a technology and media company. So how do you get in the crosshairs of a recruiter that is looking for someone like you, and you don't have any experience as a business development representative, and you want to be able to stand out amongst the other people that have experience already? You can take Course Careers Technology Sales course. They will teach you the ins and outs of being a tech sales representative at one of these organizations. Course Careers is starting to become one of the most recognized educational platforms for teaching people how to do a business development role, a tech sales role, a sales development role in the industry. They are allied with many different recruiters across the United States that are looking for you as soon as you graduate. They want to get, as long provided that you do well in the course, of course. So if you score well, You can look out for recruiters contacting you. And you can definitely finish the course in a reasonable amount of time, about 8 weeks on average. Some people finish it a little bit longer. Some people finish it a little bit sooner. And if you're not working right now and you're looking to change things up, some people have reportedly finished it in 2 weeks. They do offer a free 90-minute course where you can learn about what it's like to be in the classroom with them. Everything is 100% online. You could do it at your own pace. It's self-paced. And if you do sign up through the link in the description and or either pinned to the top in the comment section, you can get $50 off the already amazing price of $499. There's tons of jobs available, but there are way more if you broaden the search terms. Business development rep is one of the search terms, sales development rep, lead development rep, whatever you want to call it. It's selling technology-based products, services, and software, things such as that. It's pretty much all the same, or generally the same. That's why they just use different titles to talk about the same thing. And like I talked about in the beginning of the vlog, the average pay is about $70K to start. This particular job is way more. So it's $100,000 a year position, 120 something odd $1,000 a year. What was it? $128,000 a year. So it's a well-paid position that requires a little experience. And I just wanted to bring that to you today. That's today's Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. If you are enjoying these vlogs, please click the like button. Please follow the vlog to increase the viewership, to boost the algorithm so other people can see these vlogs so I can grow it. If you've got any comments, questions, leave them in the comment section. I am very good at responding. And that's it for today, guys. Till the next time, take care.